Welcome to Scotland and another match in the Bing Crosby Cup. You're going to see some great golf here. And now I want you to meet our commentators Peter Alliss and Henry Longhurst.
Well, it's the normal format again. They play 4 balls, 9 selected holes over the King's course, and they play by points. That is to say, it's 2 points for doing a hole in par, 3 points for doing it in one better than par, and 1 point for one worse than par. And so let's go and join Peter Alliss now for today's match.
And our match today, representing the United States, we have our current British Open champion, professional Johnny Miller. Good morning, John. Morning. And partnering Johnny today, one of the great stars of television on both sides of the Atlantic in America, a marvellous program called SWAT. And here, the Baron, of course, you all remember Steve Forrest. Steve, welcome.
Thank you, Peter, and good morning.
Good morning. And I hear you're a very sharp 12 handicap man.
Well, actually, I came over from the Gleneagles Hotel this morning. I bogeyed the parking lot, but I think I got that out of my system. Well, my only problem now is that I trained for 18 and it's only a 9-hole match. I'll have to spurt, I guess.
Well, never mind. You're getting 4 strokes today. And playing for Great Britain, we have former British and American Open champion Tony Jacklin. Good morning, Tony. Good morning. And our Henry himself, Henry Cooper, who's won every major heavyweight boxing championship except probably the heavyweight championship of the world. Henry Cooper, welcome. Good morning.
Good morning, Peter. Lovely to be here again.
Marvellous, isn't it?
Oh, great.
13 handicap now.
Yep, so they tell me.
Improving all the time.
Yes, well, we hope so.
And what about your lad here? He looks a bit of a flyweight this morning, doesn't he?
Well, we're giving a bit of height and weight the other way, aren't we?
I feel like one of the little people from Lilliput playing with Gulliver this morning, I'll tell you.
Well, we hope you enjoy today's match.
After 2 holes played, position is Great Britain 6 points, United States 8. As we come to our 3rd hole, the 12th on the course, a very fine par 4, 439 yards. There's the tee in the background, and they go over the direction post there on the right, then downhill the other side. Should roll merrily down there, and if possible to the left-hand side of the fairway. You see why in a second. A narrow opening there, and then the flag generally on top right-hand side. That's why you want to be on the left-hand side of the fairway. And both our celebrities here get a stroke at the 12th.
So, Johnny Miller.
Good shot.
And that's just to the right of the direction post. That'll skip over the hill, pitched on the top. Believe me, when the wind's against on this hole, it's impossible to carry that ridge. But that's safely down the fairway. Now, Tony Jacklin. And that's down the left-hand side. That could be just on the fairway, giving him the ideal line into the green for his 2nd shot. And in fact, just gone off the fairway, but still a good line to the green. Well, that's quite a daunting shot for the amateurs, although they're some, well, perhaps 90 to 100 yards in front of the professionals' tee, but it's still quite a carry. Your partner, John, is a great, big, strong man. Looks to have a pretty good swing.
Yeah, he does. He's trying to play a very good percentage golf today. He's using a 3-wood, I think, only off the tees, and he's just trying to make a good swing. He doesn't try to kill the ball. He knows that he's strong. Let's see, he's hit one perfect right down the left side, cutting back. Couldn't be any better.
That could be in the perfect place. Just left centre of the fairway. And now Tony Jacklin's partner, Henry Cooper, one of the great golfing enthusiasts.
I think the great thing about Henry, Peter, is that he doesn't try and muscle the ball. He realizes that golf's a game of touch and feel, and he swings the club very well, as opposed to some... I played with Ingemar Johansson, I remember, a year or so ago. And
well, the old... he won the heavyweight championship.
That's right, but I mean, Ingo can't... he's got so much muscle, and he tries to muscle, and it just doesn't work.
That's a good hit, sliding away a little bit, and just goes off the fairway. And he's dead on line if it's up. Oh, that could be very close. That could be very close.
Hitting the trap?
No, it's on the green.
Very good, about 15 feet from the hole. Now Miller's going over the bunker and right downhill to the flag. So he's got to carry it, but get it to land softly.
Henry's good, yeah.
And he's hit that sky high. Now, will that be enough? Oh, looks to be good. Yes, 20, 25 feet from the hole. Tony Jacklin, 8 iron. That could get a nice bounce. That could finish quite well if it keeps going. That's pretty good shot. He's got a putt for a birdie 3. Henry Cooper with a wedge. Got a pretty straight shot into the flag. If he gets a nice straight shot, he can get this pretty close. Steve Forrest already there with a chance of a birdie, and both celebrities have a stroke. Now that depends on the bounce. Got it a little heavy. Now will it get a straight bounce? It does, but that may go beyond. Just to the very back. Steve, we know you were over here for some months, or was it more than that, making the series The Baron? Tell us a bit about it.
Year and a half, right, yes.
Where were you living then?
Living on Totteridge Lane.
Were you?
And
that's Dye
near
country.
Whetstone, that's right. As a matter of fact, I joined South Hearts, where Dye is a pro. Had some lovely, lovely experiences there. Hit the ball down the middle of the fairway, and it'd plug, close over it like an elephant's eye.
Now that's
but I went back with a 14 handicap and made a little money before they found me out, you see.
Well, you enjoyed it, I'm sure.
Really, terrific.
Johnny Miller. Oh, super putt. Oh, just caught the edge of the hole, so nearly dived in. Henry Cooper, both celebrities have a stroke on this hole. The 12th proper, their 3rd. Good strike. Just drifted away. So Steve Forrest putting for a birdie 3. Oh, he's raced that by, well, about the same distance past as Henry Cooper the other side.
Tony, is that okay?
I need it. I need it. It would be a tonic for me.
Well, is it a tonic? Yes.
Well done.
Oh, that was better. 3 points. Yes. Steve Forrest, 4-footer. For a par 4, net 3. Oh, he's done it. That's good. So both Forrest and Jacklin get 3s and 3 points. Now then, it's up to our Henry to see if he can just pop this one. If he can, it means that Great Britain will sneak a point back. Beautifully done. Cooper looks to be slightly awkward with his putting grip, but he has a very good sense of feel for distance and direction. 2 pretty good ingredients for a good putter. Now Miller. So Miller with a very ordinary looking par 4, and Britain sneak back 1 point.
No change there, and the United States still 1 point ahead. And we come to this very interesting 14th. Massive array of bunkers there for the not-so-gifted player. 266 yards, and so, of course, the point is that professionals can easily reach it in 1, and there's a good chance of a birdie there.
Johnny, we all know about your passion for motor cars, but any other hobbies as well?
Yeah, I am really quite an avid fisherman and also bird hunter. I like to the different upland game and duck hunting. And
what sort of handicap would you place yourself as a fisherman?
Well, if you place the 3, I would say fishing, I'm definitely a scratch fisherman, no question about it.
Yeah.
But duck hunting, I'm just about a 12, and car driving, I'd be maybe 2 or 3. I'm not a bit. I used to race cars, so I'm not saying I'm great. I'm not Jackie Stewart by any means, but I'm a good amateur racer.
That's very interesting. Well now, Henry. He gets down in 2, he has 2 points. Both professionals are on this par 4 in 1. That looks very good. Oh, well, it's gone too far now, but the line was very good indeed. Johnny Miller. It's for an eagle too. Looks good.
Get it.
Would you believe it? Well, this really is a tremendous match today.
Henry, it's time you started getting nastier.
Had to come over and say, nice putt, and punch me in the shoulder.
That was it.
Now can Jacklin match that magnificent eagle too? Come on, you beauty. Come on, you beauty. Well, as we said many times before, this really is a par 3 for these professionals. They both hit the green with a 3-wood.
5 o'clock shadow was against.
So I suppose if one was being very strict, you'd say that was a birdie for Miller. Counts as an eagle, 4 points. Now, Henry. There's a hole in the green, and he's found it. And he's found it, dear Henry. Well, that's tremendous stuff. He's got a couple of really cracking pars. 2 points.
Right.
Oh, no, that was a little bit of a sharp hit. And he's gone a couple of feet past. So heavy sighs of relief from the British contingent. Oopsie, well, he got it in, ended up with a par 4, 2 points.
And so with that eagle 2 by Miller, the United States take a lead of 2 instead of the shortest of the short holes, 135 yards, 16th. Tee up against those trees there. Plenty of bunkers, so we don't see much of them in this view, but we see them from that view. That's looking towards the flag.
Johnny Miller, 3/4 8-iron. Oh, it's a lovely looking shot.
Well, he's made a 1 now.
Beautiful shot. Well, it really is a very simple game, you know. It's only the players that make it difficult. Tony Jacklin, 9-iron. And that's a super looking shot as well. That could be inside Mr. Miller. Oh, nearly bounced in the hole. 4 feet from the pin. Now, Steve Forrest. 8-iron. Well, he was aiming that a little bit right and didn't get the clever head through it. That could be in sand. Oh, I say. Well, that's a little bit of local knowledge, a little fortuitous break, clean living, call it what you will. But it was a damn fluke.
How'd you like it there? Pop it in there between John and mine.
If I do that, it's in the stick, isn't it?
Middle for diddle.
Now, let's see if our man can get a nice little bounce.
Come on, bounce.
Come on. Oh, you see that? That's the way the country's going. Well, must have got a kick back from round the corner. So Jacklin for a 2 from just under 6 feet. Very important putt. Must get it in. Yes, he has. Well holed. Well holed indeed. 3 points. And once again, Henry Cooper left with a very missable putt. He's been a trooper so far. He's really done well. Just left half putt. Oh, well, that's the first one he's missed.
I didn't eat it up.
4 and 1 point. Pity. So US with a chance to increase their lead if they can both hold these putts. 2 points. Fortune favouring the United States at the moment. Poor tee shot from Steve Forrest, cannoned off the bank, and he got down in 2 putts for a par and 2 points. Now Miller for a birdie 2. Right in the middle. So Miller has covered the last 3 holes in 2-3-2. The longest putt, of course, was for his eagle at the 14th, their 5th hole.
So with yet another 2 by Miller, the Americans lead by 3 points with 2 holes to play, and we come to one of the best on the course, the 17th, with a marvellous driving hole down that gap between the bank of Broom on the left and the bunker on the right, and many take an iron for safety. There's the bunker, and we'll follow along to the green. Not a very long hole, 374 yards, uphill for the second, round rather to the left, and to that green set in the hillside up there.
Now Steve Forrest, just off the putting surface. Tricky putt down the hill. If he gives this too much, he could go racing past. This is his 4th shot. Looks to have got the right speed. Oh, look at this for a putt. Look at that. Well, what can you do? What can you do? What can you do? In the bushes, out, over the green, puts it in for a 4. Johnny Miller for a birdie 3. Looking good. Well, and another 3 points.
Well, with that run of 2-3-2-3 by Miller, the United States go 4 points ahead with just this 1 hole to play, the 18th and the longest. And there is all of it going downhill, and you must get between those 2 bunkers, the big one on the left and the other on the right. Try and get through, and there they are on that sort of saddle, and if you can get over that, you bounce merrily down the hill there and may get enormous drive measured in yards, and then straight on down to a very big green down at the bottom. And both our celebrities receive a stroke here.
Well, some 15 yards from the hole.
Come on, mate. Let's us perform a miracle.
So from best part of 30 yards, Henry Cooper playing his 3rd shot.
Run, darling.
Come on, come on,
Get
come
your
on.
run
It's
out.
keep going,
Get your
it's
run
keep
out.
going, it's keep
Get
going.
your-
Just slows up in those 2 little troughs. Stops about 5.5 feet short. Steve Forrest, 15 or 16 yards uphill.
That's perfect.
That looks a good speed.
Perfect speed.
Oh, what about that? Well, so Steve Forrest will just tap this in, I think, or is he going to mark it?
Tough game, 1 over par.
He's savouring every moment. Jacklin. Uphill and across the slope. Oh, that's a weak one. Doing better than I thought. Well, it rolled over there. Just showed you the pace once it got up over the hill. That looked as if it was going to stop at least 4 or 5 feet short, and eventually just rolled up absolutely stone dead. So that'll be a net 4. A 4 rather, and birdie and 3 points for Tony Jacklin. And now this putt 4, a total of 28 strokes for the 9 selected holes.
Go right. Yeah, good speed.
Good speed. And that's a par 5 for Miller. That's a par 5 and only a 29 for Johnny Miller.
Let's see you knock it in there, partner.
Now Henry Cooper for a birdie. Which would be a net eagle if he holds it. Right in the middle. What a super finish. An eagle, net eagle for Cooper, 4 points. Now Steve Forrest. And another net eagle for Steve Forrest. And what a marvellous game this has been.
John, great game.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Well, now, the points par for these 9 holes is 36, and the British team are 5 better than that. And still, they're 3 worse than the United States, with that brilliant burst by Johnny Miller. One of the best games we've ever seen, and the United States win by 3 points.
Well, I think you'll agree that was really an incredible match, and I suppose in many ways a tragedy that somebody had to lose. But the losers and the winners take home a set of this lovely crystal for their ladies, and I'm sure they won't be too disappointed about that. But to the vanquished, first of all, and I hesitate to say that because I think you were 31, and Henry, that's as well as you've ever played in your life, but there was just nothing you could do about it.
Nothing. They were too hot today, boy. You know, they couldn't go wrong. There was 2 of them were playing like God. I thought there was only 1.
They're going to change that joke, you know, about God and Johnny Miller. I think they're going to put the switch on that one. That was fantastic golf, John. Congratulations.
And captaining the American team, a very proud captain, I'm sure, Bing Crosby. Bing, you must have been delighted with your men.
Certainly, and tremendously proud. And as you said, it was one of the most exciting matches I've ever seen with some of the greatest golf that has ever been played anywhere. This course is not any pushover, and Johnny just looked like he tore it apart.
Well, of course, he took 5.
And
he only
Steve,
got a par on the last hole, you know. He took 29, which is a bit...
and Steve coming through as he did out of the heather a couple of times. Remarkable performance, Steve. I'm very proud of the team, and condolences to the losers. They played great, but Johnny just had too much stuff today, Johnny and Steve.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it at home, and a warm round of applause from you in your armchairs and from everyone here at Gleneagles. Goodbye.